2 decades in his career as a professional footballer, and still his work within the beautiful game goes on. I'm delighted to be joined by one of the finest players of his generation, Luis Figo. Thank you so much for joining us here on beIN Sports. It's a good time to be Portuguese. Tell us how it felt that night in the final, beating France to get that European Cup.
Well, I think the moment is great for Portugal, for the Portuguese football, for all the Portuguese fans. Of course, we're really proud what the team made in France that day. For us, was the one who was watching. Of course, was a suffering day too. But in the end, when you have the happiness to win some important trophy like the Euro, was amazing. All the work and the suffering time that we passed through. No?
This year we didn't see the usual flair and skill that we associate with Portugal, particularly the Portugal of your day when you were playing. Was that calculated by the team, learning from past mistakes and doing what they needed to do to get to the final this time?
Well, I don't know. I think all the teams they always try to play good football, but in the end, what is the most important, or what stays for the history, is the results. Probably in a few years, no one is going to talk about the performance or the skills. What is important is that Portugal could won that important title. But of course, everyone, like I said before, wants to try to play beautiful football, try to do it well, but sometimes is not possible, no? And I think the circumstances of this Euro, this campaign, since Portugal start the first game, was show us that something could happen, either if we, in the eyes of everyone, didn't play like a beautiful football. No?
You are here to promote FigoProgram. Tell us a little bit more about it.
Well, I'm very happy to be in Florida. I think Florida have a huge potential of young football players, not only in a professional level, but amateur too. So we decided to come here and try to and help that teams and kids to achieve another level with the international visibility program. That means that we're going to create here in the region, first in this region, and then we are hoping to expand to another parts of America. This program organizing some huge tournaments and try to improve the quality and the performance of each one.
Which age group are we looking at, and how do these kids get involved?
Well, we focus on between 8 and 18. First, we're preparing a huge tournament in next November here in Florida for the different kind of amateur teams that are interested in participating in the tournament. And after that, we're going to have more ideas to development in terms of probably academies and scouting programs to give them the chance, of course, to don't arrive at 18 years old and don't have any kind of opportunities to follow the dream in football.
So this is for girls and boys, right?
Sure, we are looking, because you know that in the States the women football is very strong and they have a lot of quality. So we're trying to organize for the program for both sex.
Luis, you ran for FIFA president just a few years back. What was your thinking behind that?
Well, it was a great experience for me. I think that step in my career was in the right moment in terms of what I thought that the organization that moment needs, a huge change. In the end, I could run until the end because I saw that there was no chance to do something more, so it's better to step away from all that corruption and cases that I denounced in that moment. But I think in personal terms was really important and a great experience for me, because it's another part of the world of football.
In Italy right now, Gonzalo Higuain's become the most hated man in Naples after his move to Juventus. You know quite a lot about what it's like to go from one rival club to another. What type of pressure will he be under now?
Well, this is like an important personal decision, of course. But football is like that. When is some club that pays your clothes for move away, and is the market. So it's, like I said before, a personal decision for him, for sure. He's gonna have a lot of pressure, not only because he moved from one big club for the other one, but because of the amount of the transfer. But I think the most important is like you focus on what you normal do, try to do your best like always, and the time going to put everyone in this place, and for sure you're going to continue to performance in a higher level.
Your move from Barcelona to Real Madrid is probably one of the most famous rival transfers of all time, and everybody thinks they know the story. But how was it for you returning there with 100,000 fans against you? How did that feel for you?
It was good.
Yeah.
What a good motivation. Of course, it was difficult in the sense that it was my first time that I came back to play in my stadium of last before 5 years, no. So I was just focused on to do my work. The only negative thing was all the things that happen extra football. But I think one of the reasons that happened that is because not you, but normally the press in Barcelona, they warmed so much the atmosphere that was coming out of control. But for me it was a great experience in terms of what could give me for the future. I think I was probably the only sports guy that had 120,000 people against. So I think if what not happened, we're not talking about that right now. But in terms of experience for the future was very good for me.
Luis, thank you so much for your time.
Pleasure.
It's been great talking to you.
Thank you. Thanks.